Hi, today we would like to talk about China's bond markets, the growing giant of global finance. As at the end of February 2025, the outstanding bonds held in custody amount to 180 trillion RMB, which includes 160 trillion in the interbank bond market and around 20 trillion in the exchange market. China's bond market is second only to the US Treasury market, and it is expanding at a 10% growth rate each year. As at the end of February, there were nearly 4,000 institutional investors who are actively participating in the bond market in China. So if you don't want to miss out on one of the most intriguing investment opportunities in the world, please listen up. China has just published the 2025 financial market reports with so many insights on the latest market sentiment. The bond market kicked off a big bang in 2025. 6.7 trillion new debt was issued in January 2025, and which is comprised of government bonds, local debt, corporate bonds, asset-backed securities, and also CDs. Total bonds sitting in the banks and exchanges hit 180 trillion RMB as mentioned earlier, and banks were swapping IOUs like hotcakes. The interbank bond market saw around 27 trillion in trades, which was 4% up from January 2025, although it is still lower of about 6.5% than February 2024. It's worth noting that most deals were actually very chunky. 40% were over 90 million, and the average deal size is about 14 million. Foreign investors aren't sitting on the sideline. They snapped up 4.3 trillion investments in Chinese bonds, which accounts for around 2.4% of the total, with half of their investment in super safe treasuries. It's worth noting that in February 2025, a total of 82,000 micro and SME enterprises issued bills, and which accounted for around 92.3% of all the issuing enterprises. And money market rates has nudged up slightly. The lending between banks cost around 1.95%, 9 basis points up, while bond repos dipped to 2%. All in all, it's a mixed bag of steady growth, cautious optimism, and big players dominating the bond markets. Please stay tuned. I will share more details about Chinese bond markets and also dives into the practical guidelines of how to set up a bond portfolio in China and the relevant investing strategies. Thank you.